Thank you, Yamasut. Welcome. If you'd remain standing, please, and Alec is going to come up here and offer a prayer for us. Graduate, very nice. Very nice. Thank you, Alec. Linda, good job.
Thank you. This makes me feel good to see so many graduates this afternoon. I walked the same path you walked in '85. Went to school for 37 years and I got a 1.5-year certificate. Hey, I jokes. But it's a beautiful feeling for all of you. You are just now putting your foot into the door of real life. That you're all growing up. We're not kids no more. You're got to look for a real job now. Lem chicken kren to Korea thoughts in Yakoke. So Korea look is ya ile. So Korea look school jekes sikhult test semet tesen kweli. Dam chimiyetel elk sun kes keli les mat kmole. Ukel ayat khwa. Dam chimiyetel koi eljiks chawe lokhul pasia. Asen kweli on pahot. This afternoon, ask for blessings for all of you. Not just for me, not just for you, it's for your people, wherever we come from different directions, from different tribes. We come here to watch you graduate, and we ask God to protect you all. With the words that what I said in my language, it's strong words, but she was octave, our tribal elder, with the eagle feathers, Linda and octave wear. That you be proud of yourselves as God guides you to where you're going to. Don't stop, because God is always going to be with you. No matter which way you turn, no matter where you stop, God is going to stop with you. Put that in your hearts and in your minds today, that you can be strong to continue who you are today. Lam sequin kulan certain sukuliat hearts khal. Kwas kon stinum sukulia so kasen kuskali. Kas kon stini sukul Salish uskalses yot nunten. Sukulia sukut ek spent. Who ye the elk as me may Dakakas and Shaptumstum to Cax to Maya, Dakakas and Shaptumstum to Sawaki to out Shio, Squanamstick, amen, to was the yacht noise. Dakas and Shaptums to a Seattle schools, which Genokas Tata, Holosi, as much more look yet stoli, say the quiz sound to Quinquil and Sultan, Lamlamch.
Thank you, Alec. You may be seated. This time I'd like to introduce Steve Lozar, who's going to give us a welcome from the Tribal Council. Steve is a college graduate, master's degree in anthropology. He teaches anthropology for us here at our college for many, many years, and he's serving on the tribal council his second term. And so, Steve, thank you.
SKC graduates, mothers, fathers, aunties, uncles, grandparents, extended family, friends, honored guests, I bring you a welcome from your tribal council. This is a great day. It wasn't very long ago when 3 of us tribal councilmen all entered our 60s. We got together and agreed that our heads still said we were 18, but our bodies said we were 60. And one of the things we talked about that day was how much joy it was when we were kids to go to a family member's 8th grade graduation. That was a big thing. That was a big thing for somebody in our family to graduate the 8th grade, really a big thing for someone to graduate high school, and we celebrated that. And in just our seemingly short lifetime, now we're here celebrating the graduation of many, many college students. Things have changed. Things have changed for the good. I've had the opportunity to teach anthropology and art a few times over the last 28 years here at the college, and I've seen that change. I've seen a wonderful growth. I've seen beginnings that pay dividend. But this last year, I had the opportunity to be with a young man here at the college who I've known since he was just a little kid. Visited his dad, who was often away, and this young man often had his head down. And he was very, very quiet, would hardly speak except when spoken to, and his answers were usually yes and no. And I saw him here at the college at the start of fall quarter. He was very, very quiet. I asked him how he was doing. Lucky for me and lucky for the other students in my class, he was one of their classmates, because this year was an epic year for him, because I saw him over the first couple of months begin to change. And I saw him look up and start to look in people's eyes. I saw him start to ask and answer questions. I saw him change right before my eyes and the eyes of his classmates. When school got over this year, he's someone that other students would go to ask questions and to ask his opinion. And that's, to me, what Salish Kootenai College and the education you get here does. It's life-changing. A number of years ago, I had the opportunity to listen to Earl Old Person talk up in Kalispell. He was then the chairman of the Blackfeet tribe. And something he said really stuck with me. And he said, today, our leaders are going to have to fight battles. They're going to have to be warriors. But the battles they're going to fight are going to not with guns and arrows. They're going to be with papers and documents. And so I look out at you today and I see warriors sitting here, warriors that have earned that training to step up and fight those battles with papers and documents. A week ago marked the occasion of the passing of one of the Salish Kootenai tribe's great leaders, Bearhead Swaney, a man who I know was very, very supportive of education, supportive of this place. And we're all somewhat diminished by his passing, because with him passed a great leader. But his legacy and his example continues today. Last year, we saw that the economy was beginning to dip. People were worried. They were full of anxiety. And my wife said to me one night, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. the Creator always sends leaders. The Creator will send leaders to help us out of this. And I think that's absolutely right. Bearhead Swaney was a leader that put many of the things that we see here on our reservation, across Indian country and across the country, in motion. He was a leader for his time, certainly. And now we have new challenges, and it's time for you to be the leaders. It's time for you to step up. On the Tribal Council, every day we look and see the needs for going our own way. Many tribes have people that have, over the years, told them what to do. We don't do that. We look around, we see our challenges, we address them. And we address them with leadership, the leadership that you all are stepping into. Those are leadership that's going to be leadership in energy and resource management. We want you to become tribal business people, non-Indian business people that understand us, that work with us. We're looking for leaders that cooperate, but never, ever give up on their values, never, ever give up on their principles. So I ask that you take just that short message, that today your challenge is to be the challenge of a leader. We've had wonderful ones in the past. We expect wonderful things from you. Lemlem Pesia, congratulations.
Thank you, Steve. I see on the agenda there's a welcome from the President, so welcome. How are you? No, honestly, I'm very, very, very proud of each and every one of you, and thank you for coming to our college. Thank you for completing your course of study, whatever it might be. Very, very proud of you. You're a completer, as I told you yesterday, and that really says something for you. We're very proud of you. At this time, I'd like to introduce for our student address, Miss Angie Bush. Angie, if you come up here, please. Here she comes. Angie's a terrific leader among our student body. She's a very, very confident person, and she has a lot of energy. She played on our basketball team. She led our group to the AHEC conference each year, and we're real proud of Angie Bush.
Tatsala, Kinim, Enim Himuma, Kalau Tiwama, Enim Was, Takuiwatmai. I just said, good afternoon, my friends and relatives. Please bear with me, because I know a lot of people that are graduating. I'm trying not to cry. I'm so very proud of each and every one of you out there today. I'm supposed to be up here and supposed to inspire each and every one of you, but you guys inspire me. I want to be sitting there next year to get my degree in business. So I thank you for letting me be here with you guys today and delivering this speech to each and every one of you. I woke up today and I said a prayer for all of the graduates, knowing that each and every one of you got up, had to get ready, had to welcome your family here and bring all your friends and everybody to this one place that we gather. As Indian people, it's something special. And the way we were raised and the way we bring everybody together in certain events, that's what I look forward to, is watching something like this all the time, anywhere I go. I come from the Colville Indian Reservation. I'm not even from this reservation, but this feels like home because of you guys and because of Joe McDonald, because of Juan Perez. And happy birthday, by the way. Love you, big guy. Well, like I said, I woke up with a prayer, and I prayed for each and every one of you and all the family members that came, and I want to be there. So each and every one of you guys inspired me to keep going, moving forward, and doing the best I can. So thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you very much, Angie. It's an honor to introduce our speaker today. She's a lady that's been deeply involved in community and political activities for much of her life. They tell me her dad was the mayor of Butte for many, many years, so she was born right into it. She graduated from Western Montana College. She's married to Pat Williams, our former United States representative. They have 3 children, Griff, Aaron, and Whitney, and 3 grandchildren. Carol was very instrumental in getting Hillary Clinton to come to our campus during her campaign and for president, and she interrupted her visit in New York to return to Missoula in time to accompany Hillary out here to our campus. When she was in Washington, D.C., when Pat was serving in Congress, she was a major player in the Peace Links, which was an organization that worked to break down barriers between women of the former Soviet Union and the United States. They had exchanged messages, they even exchanged visits. The organization was very integral in ending the Cold War. Carol served in the Montana House of Representatives in '99 and 2000. She was a candidate for Montana Lieutenant Governor. She was the Senate Majority Leader 2 years ago. She just completed this last session as the Senate Minority Leader in the Senate. She took the lead in the Healthy Montana Kids Initiative that was passed and was funded. She worked diligently with Carol on the bill to remove the word squaw in our geographic names. She's been a leader in a great deal of legislation to make Montana better for all of us. I got to see her this winter when she served on the Joint House and Senate Appropriations Committee, and we're getting funding for our non-beneficiary students. So one of her longtime colleagues said, when they talk about women breaking the glass ceiling, Carol has broken Montana's glass ceiling and has done a wonderful job. So please give Carol a warm welcome.
Thank you so much, Joe. When Joe called me, I think in January, and asked me if I would be the commencement speaker, I was so honored. But I didn't know I was going to be the first commencement speaker in this wonderful building. This is an enormous honor for me to be here with you today, and always a pleasure to drive through the countryside, even in bad roads when they're under construction, to come up to this college. It's a wonderful, wonderful school. President McDonald and Tribal Council members, faculty, graduates, families, and friends. I am both honored and humbled by this opportunity to address you today. I've been a fan and supporter of this college since its founding, and I also want to mention, as Joe did, the bond between Joe McDonald and my husband Pat, while Pat was serving as Montana's U.S. Congressman. During those years and since, Pat and Joe have been fast friends. And I think Joe and others of you here would agree that Pat was one of the friends, of the best friends that this college ever had. In fact, over 20 years ago, not in this beautiful facility, but Pat was the commencement speaker for the college 20 years ago, and they held it up at the Job Corps camp. And so I'm going to kind of rub it into him a little bit about how much you've grown and how great you've become in your facilities here, not only in the rest of the campus, but this beautiful one that we sit in today. Pat does send his best wishes to all of you. He's sorry he couldn't be here, but he's working on a proposal that has to be due on Monday, and he couldn't get away. But he wants to wish you his very best luck as well. Think about how far you've come at this institution since Pat was here as your speaker. President McDonald's vision for this institution has taken it from an old abandoned school and under 50 students to this beautiful campus and over 1,000 students, and a rich program in cultural courses and course studies. 25 years ago, when the Tribal Council first proposed a tribal college in this valley, I'm sure they could not imagine the extent of the value of this college to the tribes, the communities, the state, and this nation. Under the leadership of President McDonald, this college has thrived and become a leader in educational opportunities and an economic driver for Western Montana. In addition, you continue to sustain the important cultural traditions so important to your tribe and our state. Thank you, Joe. And Sherry, thank you, because I know only too well how much of a partnership you and Joe shared over the years and how important you've been in this process all along the way. It's also a pleasure to be here with my friend and colleague, Carol Juneau, and to see you give her the recognition she so well deserves. Carol and I started in the legislature in 1999, and as Joe mentioned, one of the first things that we did was pass a bill to take the derogatory names off the geographic sites in Montana. After 10 years of toil at Carol's leadership, and with the help of your cultural committee, we celebrated the end of the line for using shameful names to mark our mountains, rivers, valleys, and streams. When Carol and I were elected to the Senate, one of the first things we undertook at her leadership again was to work for the increased funding for Indian education for all. Carol steadfastly insisted that Montana live up to its constitutional obligation to provide all Montanans an opportunity to learn about the cultural and historic importance of our first citizens. She also insisted on increasing funding for closing our achievement gap in our schools. She knew that if young people get their diploma to get further education, their opportunities would increase. We do know that there is no indicator better that points to economic success than a strong education background. So here you are today, proving her right. First, I would like to congratulate you on this wonderful occasion. Your hard work and your accomplishment have paid off, and both you and your families have much to celebrate. The diploma you receive today is many things. It's recognition of your academic achievement. It is a remembrance of the great debt you will always owe to your families, this school, and the generosity of your tribes in support of this school, and to a lesser extent, the state of Montana and the U.S. government. The role of a commencement speaker is supposed to be to turn on some magic switch and illuminate your past and future. The truth is that you already know how hard you worked and the sacrifices you and your family made to your success, and how much you owe to the encouragement of your family, friends, and teachers. They have prepared you well, and now the move is yours. So I'm really here merely today to cheer you on. This is in many ways only the beginning of your education, not the end. If you used your time well here, you should be suffering what St. Augustine referred to as the disease of curiosity. It is that itch to know more, to see what's on the next page or on the other side of the mountain. In any time, but especially in your time, that curiosity will be necessary for progress and perhaps, yes, even survival. It was this curiosity that led Galileo to find that the earth revolved around the sun. It was a curiosity produced the first vaccination, the first telephone, the first space flight, and the first computer. Curiosity also prompted the founders of our democracy to presume that they could freely govern themselves. So too, it was curiosity that allowed the great experiment in public education. Until American established it, no one had ever tried. Schools in Europe were for the well-born, the privileged, or the lucky beneficiaries of a rich man's charity. But to give our American democracy the informed citizenry that it needs to survive, we needed to provide public support for public education. Candidate Adlai Stevenson, who, when he was running for president many years ago, said the most American thing about America is this free, common school system. Here is democracy at its best. And yes, it was curiosity and a little bit of faith that was at the foundation and establishment of this college over 25 years ago. Now it's your turn to make it better for future generations. This is where your curiosity begins and where it'll come in handy and where your involvement will pay off. Curiosity is not confined to the laboratory or the library. It's necessary in your everyday activities. Your generation will need it to find answers to questions no one has asked before. No preceding generation has had to live with the international competition that you face. With the challenging world economy, you will face both opportunities and challenges. The opportunities and challenges your parents never dreamed of, and you will face them, believe it or not, tomorrow morning. The revolution in technology has brought the world to your doorstep. It's put a generation in demanding both your curiosity and imagination. To keep up with that world, you will have to continue learning as if your life and your family and your fortunes depend on it, because it does. Above all, I hope you will keep the curiosity to test unproven, even unpopular ideas. If we refuse to experiment, to test, to innovate, to risk, to try and fail and try again, we risk stagnation and assure our failure. You can both change and make history. Today, starting today, and the time is right now. I would like to close with a story by a longshoreman philosopher named Eric Hofer in 1965. He related an experience he had as a young teenager back in the years of the Great Depression, that he hadn't had food and he hadn't had any place to stay for many, many, many days. And he was walking down a dusty California road when he happened on a farm. They were hiring people to pick peas. And he was told by the farm foreman to go pick peas from the field and bring the basket back full. To constitute a full basket, what they would do was hold the basket up, take a yardstick, and scrape the peas off the top of the basket. And if they couldn't scrape peas off of the top of the basket, they would just take the peas, but they wouldn't pay you, and your work that day was in vain. After working all day long, the sun was starting to go down, and as he started to go down the last row of peas, he noticed at the other end another man working, picking peas from the opposite end. And as he looked at that man, knowing he was picking the peas from that row, he knew it was probably unlikely that he was going to have enough to fill up that bushel basket. But quickly he picked on, and it didn't give up, and he kept going. And when he approached the man that was coming toward him, he saw that the man was using his hat to put the peas in that he had picked. And the man looked into Hofer's basket and saw that the basket wasn't full. And the stranger took his hat, turned it upside down into Hofer's basket, just enough to overflow it. Then he looked down at Hofer and said, "There you go, young man. Now remember, someday, somewhere, you will owe someone a hatful of peas." So now, 2009 graduates of the Salish Kootenai College, you've worked hard to achieve this education, but never forget you've had lots of encouragement, help, and trust along the way. Never give up. Continue to work hard. And always remember, someday you'll owe someone a hatful of peas. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Carolyn. We have this gift for you.
Thank you so much.
I'd like at this time to present Alice Oxley, who is going to make our 209 Teacher of the Year Award. Alice?
First, I'm not the teacher. First, a commercial break. If you are interested in a DVD of this ceremony, they are available in the Media Center next week. So it's nice to have. And before I make the award for Teacher of the Year, I would like to introduce and stand for a round of applause the faculty at Salish Kootenai College, full-time and part-time. Please stand. And our wonderful staff. I think the students know our staff sometimes better than the rest of us. So please, the staff at Salish Kootenai College, where you're all around here, please stand. We have a lot of good things going on at Salish Kootenai College. Our greatest resource is our faculty, and thank you. I know the graduates appreciate you. And each year, the American Indian College Fund asks us to select a Faculty of the Year. Students, staff, faculty vote anonymously for this nominee. This year, the award goes to Cindy Odell. Cindy, would you come up, please? Cindy is the department head for our education department. Under her direction, we have 2 associate degrees, one in early childhood education and one in elementary education. And we have a bachelor's degree in elementary education and are well on our way to a bachelor's degree in early childhood education. It's important for us as mission at Salish Kootenai College to place Native American teachers in the classroom and others who are culturally sensitive. In fact, Councilman Lozar's wife is one of our graduates that we're so proud of. Cindy, this award reads, the American Indian College Fund is pleased to send this year's Faculty Member of the Year an award of $500 to honor Miss Cindy Odell. It's wonderful to know that Salish Kootenai College has chosen such a worthy recipient to honor for her dedication in teaching. Cindy?
It's such an incredible honor. I really can hardly express what this award means, not just the money award, but the recognition. I guess in my daughter's words, the only thing I could think to say is that it's freaking awesome. And I think it's so awesome because SKC has the best post-secondary faculty anywhere. And I think you graduates would all agree that you wouldn't be where you are without the great faculty at SKC. And I think also the other reason that we do what we do is because the support we get from the administration, Alice and Joe and the other administrators, and our board of directors. So I think we need to recognize them too. And of course, we can't do what we do without you students. So congratulations to you, and 2009, it's mighty fine.
Now we're going to award an honorary degree to Carol Juneau. Senator Carol Juneau, will you step up here, please? Carol, it's an honor to present this honorary degree in Native American Studies. It's in recognition of your outstanding work as an educator, an educational leader, and a legislator. Carol has served in the Montana State Legislature for the past 12 years, serving 8 years in the House of Representatives, and is currently finishing her first 4-year term as a Montana Senator for District 8. District 8 reaches from Arley all the way to Browning and Hart Butte. So we here at Flathead are well served by her presence and advocacy in the legislature. House Bill 528, Indian Education for All, was sponsored by Carol. She also worked diligently to get it adequately funded. And we think that Indian Education for All has had a positive impact on improving the understanding of Montana Indian people by our Montana school population. Carol sponsored the bill that removed the derogatory word squaw from geographic place names on state lands in Montana. She worked diligently to get this legislation passed. Her deep commitment to Indian education led her to many committees, caucuses, and honors. She currently serves as the chair of the Education Committee of the National Caucus of Native American State Legislators. She is the chairperson of the Montana Indian Education Association. She was selected in '93 as one of Montana's first Milken educators. She got a $25,000 award. MSU Billings awarded her a Distinguished Alumni Award in 2000. The MIA recognized her as the 1993 Educator of the Year. She's been a delegate to the past 3 Democratic presidential nomination conventions. Carol served as we started together, and she was the first president of Blackfeet Community College. She's a member of the Mandan Hidatsa tribe, is married to Stanley Juneau, around here with a camera someplace. There he is. Stanley's a member of the Blackfeet tribe. They've been married for 42 years, have 2 children, 3 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. Their son Ron is an architect, and their daughter Denise is the state superintendent of public instruction. Carol has this to say: American Indian people must be active participants in the decision-making process at all levels. We must be at the table if we are to have a fair and equitable services from the government system. We need to step forward, accept the challenges, and help make change ourselves. Carol, you lead by doing. In recognition of all that you've done, and on behalf of American Indian people and all the citizens of our country, it's an honor to award you this honorary degree. Carol? You can have a shot at the mic, if you like.
I can't pass up the opportunity. He said you can have the mic a little bit, so that's great. Thank you, Joe, so much. And to Salish Kootenai College, tribal council members, faculty, students, community members, parents, grandparents, all of you that are so proud today of your graduates, thank you so much for this wonderful honor and this recognition. And thank you, Senator Williams, for your kind words today. She's a wonderful leader in the Senate, and I'm so proud to serve with her. Just a note, in 1976, Joe McDonald hired me and Mike O'Donnell, if he's here today, I met him, seen him last night, I hope Mike's here, to start the Blackfeet Community College and to start the Salish Kootenai College. Joe called me, and I really wanted the job, and he said, Carol, you know, you got hired, go out and find an office. We didn't have a place, so we found a little desk and a little telephone someplace and got going. And I'm sure Mike O'Donnell did the same thing over here. I don't know where he started, but that was our job. Our first job was go out and find a place to start this. And look what you got. Look what you guys have in those 30 years. I'm very, very proud of tribal colleges, not only in Montana, but throughout the United States, of what they've done to bring post-secondary education to their communities. Graduates today, you guys should be really, really proud of yourselves. My sister once told me, she said, when you get a compliment, don't say, oh, gee, just rub it all over yourself. So today, just rub your congratulations all over yourself. I've been traveling a little bit the last couple of weeks, and I went to my great nephew's kindergarten graduation, and it was so cute. He wants to be a professional wrestler. So I'm hoping that at some point, as he grows and stuff, that when he graduates from whatever college of professional wrestling he goes to, that he'll have some of the wonderful opportunities that you have had. And he just wiggled and stuff as he was going up to get his little graduation paper. And so today, as you guys graduate, be very, very proud of yourselves and what you've done, and what you've done for your children, what you've done for your families. Education is the best thing you can do for yourself and your family. So with that, thank you guys very, very much for this honor.
I'd like to present Patty Stevens, member of our board, and she's going to present the award, the honorary degree, to Barbara Durgalo.
Thank you, everyone. It is my honor and pleasure to present Barbara J. Durgalo this honorary degree in Native American Studies. Barbara Corville Durgalo was born in St. Ignatius and is the second oldest of 5 brothers and 3 sisters. She is married to Michael Louis Durgalo and recently celebrated 50 years. Mike and Barb have 6 children, and Mike is the oldest, currently works at Natural Resources. Joe Durgalo is currently serving as a councilman from the St. Ignatius district. Jim is the head of forestry. Donna is currently a Salish Kootenai College student. Dan is a 3rd grade teacher. And Caroline is working in finance for Salish Kootenai Housing Authority. Barb and Mike have 24 grandchildren and 10 great-grandchildren. Barb began her education in Hot Springs at Dog Lake and then attended Pablo School through the 8th grade. She then attended Ronan her freshman year, and she was 14 years old. Most people begin their careers after college, but it was at the age of 14 that Barb began hers. She wasn't thinking about school dances, boys, or hanging out with friends like most 14-year-olds do. She quit school to take care of an elderly woman. She did this for 2 years until this family friend died. This loss was hard on Barb, but she did not quit. This love grew every day of her life, and with each of her experiences, Barb loved to care for others, and her youngest says that if she had to do it all over again, she would have gone on to college to become a nurse. In the early 70s, Barb worked 10 years at the Holy Family Hospital as a nurse's aide. From there, she started working for Tribal Health for the Elders Program, where she provided the in-home care. The people meant so much to her that she has a photo album that she cherishes to this day. Barb then became a diabetic specialist and had a caseload of over 200 diabetic patients when her own doctor told her she needed to quit her job. This was hard for Barb to do because she loved taking care of her people. In fact, today she is still providing foot care to some very fortunate people, doing what she loves, making their lives more pleasant. I talked with Doreen Valley, who happens to be my mother. She knows Barb professionally and personally, and Doreen would like to claim that she taught Barb everything she knows. She says that Barb did a lot of patient home visits, teaching clients to manage their diabetes, telling them what they could do to improve their health and outcome of their diabetes. She never gave up on anybody. Although she has had some horrific bouts with her health, Barb tells me heart surgery 3 times, She has managed to overcome them by trying to take really good care of herself. She loves her family and being with her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. She was always willing to help her fellow co-workers, hardly ever missed work. She was a team player and made work fun. She did a lot of smiling and encouraged all those around her. She would go from Hot Springs to Turtle Lake in one day visiting her clients. She even had a patient in Perma that she checked on twice a week, and Barb made sure she got there. If she couldn't make it, she made sure someone else was able to be there. And this was all before the days of cell phones. Barb enjoyed outings in the woods and even ventured into the Christmas tree business. This experience lasted one weekend, and they spent more money on equipment than they made on the trees. She was enthusiastic about anything that could enlighten the community by getting them involved as a family or something that would help them to be healthier people. I have known Barb and her family all of my life. Ever since I can remember, Barb was somebody that everybody knew and loved. I wasn't sure what her job title was, but I knew she took care of many people, and she had a very loving, gentle way about her. If you know any of her children, their lives speak loudly for the kind of person that Barb is. In the past few years, I have worked closely with Barb's youngest daughter, Caroline, and it is apparent that Barb has had a positive, meaningful impact on the life of her daughter. In closing, this is what Caroline had to say about her mother. I remember my mom always being my best friend. I always wanted to be with her, close to her, always with her. That has to say something about the kind of person my mother is. Thank you for recognizing her and how special she is and how much she has done. She truly is one of a kind. I'd like to have Dr. McDonald give Barb this honorary Native American Studies degree.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
The moment has arrived here when we're going to present the class. Ask Alice Oxley to come forward and do the presentation and awarding of diplomas to the class of 2009.
Are you ready for this, graduates? This is the highlight of my year. Distinguished guests, family and friends, faculty and staff, I present to you the graduating class of 2009. Will you please stand? And the rest, you can sit until it's time to get in line there. Oh, sorry.
Bachelor's Associates. What did I have?
There will also be opportunity after the ceremony to take pictures if you want to repose with their awards in either place here.
Montana Navarez, Bachelor of Social Work. Victoria Moore, Bachelor of Social Work. Charlene Neal, Bachelor of Social Work. Erica Cosquella, Bachelor of Social Work. Laura Corcoran, Bachelor of Social Work. Vincent Perazu, Bachelor of Social Work. Shannon Calico, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Deborah Gail Guthrie, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Arlone Bennett, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Tanya Marie Ashley, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Mary C. Pepion Racine, Associate of Nursing. Yeah, it's okay. Just Nicole B. Main, Associate of Science, Nursing. Maria J. Bighead, Associate of Science, Nursing. Stephanie A. Moss, Associate of Science, Nursing. Candace Brown, Associate of Science, Nursing. Amy M. Winston, Associate of Science, Nursing. Doris C. Fisher, Associate of Science, Nursing. Kevin W. Lensford, Associate of Science, Nursing. Mariah M. Dempsey, Associate of Science, Nursing. Michael Scott Halm, Associate of Science, Nursing. Dia R. Adams, Associate of Science, Nursing. Rayola C. Upham, Associate of Science, Nursing. Tana J. Brass, Associate of Science, Nursing. Rachel Lynn Lewing, Associate of Science, Nursing. Al L. Anderson, Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering. Mignon Lisetta Harris, Associate of Science, Information Technology. Kelly Molitor, Associate of Science, Information Technology. Daniel Glenn Westfall, Associate of Science, Information Technology. James R. Green, Associate of Science, Information Technology. Kevin R. Berland, Associate of Science, Information Technology. Jesse J. McDonald, Bachelor of Arts, Business Entrepreneurship.
How's it going?
Andrew Zimmerer, Bachelor of Arts, Business Entrepreneurship. Tanya J. Bolin, Bachelor of Arts, Business Entrepreneurship. Leellen Bundy McLeod, Bachelor of Arts, Business Entrepreneurship. Shandy Gillen, Bachelor of Arts, Business Entrepreneurship. Mark Nelson, Associate of Arts, Business Management, and Bachelor of Arts, Business Entrepreneurship. Regino Zuniga, Bachelor of Arts, Business Entrepreneurship. Jacqueline R. McDonald, Associate of Arts, Business Management. Genevieve Rose Cochran, Associate of Arts, Business Management. Bethany Merritt, Associate of Arts, Business Management. Troy R. Lee, Associate of Arts, Business Management. Jessica Marie Baikari, Associate of Arts, Business Management. Rebecca Ann Hendricks, Associate of Arts, Business Management. Tia M. Covert, Associate of Arts, Business Management. Christy Kenmill, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Shalane Tobler, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. April Iris Charlo, Associate of Arts, Native American Studies, and Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Cheyenne Dumont, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Mandy Moran, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education.
Oh, it's backwards. It's okay. We're good.
Anna E. Luke, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Sunny Ray Ben, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Julie M. Graham Talmadge, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. William Dale Powell, Bachelor of Science, Elementary Education. Mona Friday, Associate of Science, Elementary Education. Jamie Lee Bosler, Associate of Science, Elementary Education. Nicole Nelson, Associate of Science, Elementary Education. Montina Victoria McLean, Associate of Science, Bachelor of Science, Environmental Science. Alvin W. Firstrider, Bachelor of Science, Elementary, Environmental Science. Katie McDonald, Associate of Science, Fisheries and Wildlife. Marcy L. Moore, Bachelor of Science, Forestry. Laureen M. Gould, Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Jeremy Gritz, Bachelor of Science, Forestry. Alicia R. Sheridan, Associate of Science, Forestry. Timothy Spoosman Wilder, Associate of Science, Forestry. Leon S. Radler, Associate of Science, Forestry. Christopher Beatty, Associate of Science, Forestry. Corina J. Littlewolf, Associate of Arts, Psychology. Sonia Joy Hargrove Hutmaker, Associate of Arts, Psychology. Roberta V. Asensio, Associate of Arts, Psychology. Dana F. Whitaker, Associate of Arts, Psychology. Melissa Shorechief, Associate of Arts, Psychology. Diana D. Garrison, Associate of Arts, Psychology. Jill Michelle Grassywater, Associate of Arts, Psychology. Alice Corabelle Weeble, Associate of Arts, Native American Studies. Colleen Tennis, Certificate of Completion, Native American Studies. No. Adele Louise Derglo, Associate of Arts, Native American Studies. Raquel Littleplume, Associate of Science, General Science. Noelle Higgins, Associate of Science, General Science. Deborah Denise Perez, Associate of Science, General Science. Jordan M. Espinosa, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Jamie Dixon, Certificate of Completion, Office Professions, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting Technology, Associate of Applied Science, Dental Assisting Technology. Sierra Boy, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting Technology, and Associate of Applied Science, Dental Assisting Technology. Jessica Marie Maudry, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting Technology. Leticia Wynette Rides at the Door, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting Technology. Marty Lynn Seymour, Certificate of Completion, Dental Assisting Technology. Diana A. Yellowrobe, Associate of Applied Science, Business Technology. April L. Charlo, Certificate of Completion, Medical Office Clerk, and Certificate of Completion, Office Professions. Stephanie Marie Hendrickson, Certificate of Completion, Medical Office Clerk, and Certificate of Completion, Office Professions. Gloria Francis Knows His Gun, Certificate of Completion, Office Professions. Shannon Lee Salisbury, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Jessica Marie Cooper, Associate of Arts, Liberal Arts. Moses Yellowrobe III, Certificate of Completion, Digital Arts and Design. Antoine Paul, Certificate of Completion, Digital Arts and Design. Carrie Fisher, Certificate of Completion, Digital Arts and Design. Sherry Nelson, Certificate of Completion, Digital Arts and Design. Byron Alexander Peter Paul Johnson, Certificate of Completion, Digital Arts and Design. James Leroy McDonald, Certificate of Completion, Highway Construction Training. Aaron J. Shank, Certificate of Completion, Highway Construction Training. Todd Lee Berland, Certificate of Completion, Highway Construction Training. Victoria Christine Decker, Certificate of Completion, Highway Construction Training. Frank Joey Half Jr., Certificate of Completion, Highway Construction Training. Sage Horse Capture, Certificate of Completion, Highway Construction Training. Jamal J. Seize the Ground, Certificate of Completion, Highway Construction Training. Bob Antoine Asensio, Certificate of Completion, Highway Construction Training. John W. Hunt, Certificate of Completion, Highway Construction Training. John Michael Finley, Certificate of Completion, Highway Construction Training. Philip Cody Haynes, Certificate of Completion, Highway Construction Training. Wilson Spotted Elk, Certificate of Completion, Highway Construction Training. Simon Paul, Certificate of Completion, Highway Construction Training.
Well, congratulations, graduates. Let's give them a round of applause. We're going to give them a standing ovation. Wow. Well, thank you, thank you. I'd like to remind you that there'd be refreshments in the upstairs in the dining room. Also tonight at 7 o'clock will be a powwow, graduation powwow. Hope many of you can return for that, participate in that, and we'll introduce the graduates, do an honor dance for the graduates that are there. This time I'd like to present Mike Kenmill to do the closing prayer. Mike?
Kesuk Yukit, Kapiak Sputnik, gives me great, makes me feel great and touched in my heart that I'm asked to do the closing prayer. As I take a look out there, I look at the rainbow, many different people that have utilized SKC to endeavor their dreams. So at this time, I'd like to ask the Great Spirit, Napika, to take each and every one of you by its hand and not let it be too long, that the moment that you step out these doors here, you've taken the time to prosper in your life. You've taken the time to find out which of many roads that you could have taken. And I thank the Creator today because in each and every one of us, there is a Creator that we all speak to and ask for guidance and ask for help, as well as we do our elders. We stand amongst them and reach out and ask for their guidance in the choices that we make. I also want to thank our grandparents in installing what you have taken up today. I ask the Great Spirit here today that when you step out of these doors, that it isn't very long, that you apply what you have gotten from SKC College, and apply it to where now you can put food on your table for your families and friends and relatives. So I ask that your roads be great and prosperous out there. I want to welcome all of the travelers that have traveled a long ways to see their family graduate. Sometimes it's hard for us to get that gas money to attend. And I know the graduates here are very appreciative of their relatives that couldn't make it. Take the time out to think of the ones that are at home thinking about your great time that you are having today and the great time you will have in the future, because now you are able to take care of yourself, your friends, your relatives with the diplomas that you have gotten today. I just want to thank each and every one of you. I want to thank also Salish and Kootenai College staff. Once in a while you're in your travels, while you're at work, putting what you've earned here today to use. Take a moment, take a couple of minutes there and think about the SKC staff, the SKC teachers that had a little bit of time of your life. Take a little time and think about them also. Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Give Mike a little time to get back to his drum. Need to get roller skates for these prayer leaders, drum leaders. We faked them out this year and put the drum on the other end of the hall. So the recessional is going to be, honor song is going to be sung by the Chief Cliff Drum, young people from the Kootenai part of our tribe, and led by Mike Kenmel. So go ahead, guys.